Hello, everybody. This is breaking news on the Real American Politics YouTube channel. This is pretty big news that could shift the entirety of the election in just a single day. This is massive news, and I had to quickly make this video because it could change the entire election right now. A new poll came out from Trafalgar that had Trump up, not one, not two, not three, but 4 percentage points. 4. Alright? And it's outside the margin of error, and mathematically, there's basically no way the undecideds would all go to Biden. So really, this is huge news. And here's the best part about this. Look at this sampling size. It looks reasonable, you say. Well, let's check the exit polls from Arizona. Look at this. 75% white. 69% white. It's a 6% decrease. Now, that's impossible for something like that to happen in just one election cycle. Maybe 2 or 3 if you ran like a Hispanic Catholic in Arizona or Mormon. But that's even pushing it. You're going against Biden, who's none of that. So this is huge news. And also, they oversampled women by 3 percentage points. This is huge news that nobody's going to be talking about because they're just going to ignore that, Trafalgar, they got some polls wrong in 2018. Well, I'm going to say this for a fact. Polling midterms without spot-on polling is nearly impossible because you don't know demographics, you don't know turnout, you don't know any of this. Now again, it's starting to become more easier to poll midterms, but I want to go take a look at their poll in 2018 that had McSally up, to spill some cold water on this. For one, they actually got McSally's margin spot on. Perfect. Just absolutely just perfect they got it on. They predicted McSally was going to get around 47.5 percentage points. She got 47.6% of the vote. And that's spot on. And they got her crosstabs basically all spot on. Every single one was just perfect. Like, look at the white vote. Around 55%. Exit polls showed she got 53%. That's close enough. And you notice that this margin is within the margin of error between McSally and Cinema. So really, it really cancels out. And plus, when you take a look at it, all of the undecideds broke for Cinema. Literally every single one broke for Cinema. Okay, I'm sorry for that. That was just a quick interruption, but you get the point. The margin of error was spot on, and no one could predict. All of the undecideds would have just fallen straight to Cinema. That's nearly unheard of. Nobody can predict that. And plus, when you take a look at it, there is some really suspicious stuff that happened in that election. You had some polling places reopen a week later, some emergency election crap, some mysterious mail-in ballots, which was 90-10 for Doug Ducey, but 90-10 for Cinema. And really, they fixed all of that, so you're not going to see in that nonsense. Because if you remember, McSally was up the exact margin that Trafalgar said. So really, they were right. If you take out all the suspicious crap, she was winning, and they were spot on. Now, why is this so huge that Trump is up by 4 without the margin of error? Well, I can say this. I am officially moving Arizona to the lean margin right now. It's showing that his Hispanic support is surging. Because you don't oversample 6% white, less, and 3 points oversample females, and be up by 4 when your base is white males. That's unheard of. And this is huge when you take a look at the election. Now, I have 2 maps right here to explain my point. This is the quote-unquote firewall of both candidates. Biden's firewall is 212. Trump's firewall is 249. This is the states he's for sure getting, the districts he's for sure getting, etc. These are the states and districts that Biden's for sure getting. If we just have Arizona part of that firewall now, the 260 firewall, that's game over for Biden at that point. Because he can't lose anywhere. He can afford to lose maybe Nevada, right? But in that case, he probably loses New Hampshire if that happens. Anything like that happens, if he loses Nevada, he's probably going to lose New Hampshire. So really, he can't lose anywhere at this point. And this is huge. And I'm telling everybody for a fact, there's a reason why Biden's only campaigning in Pennsylvania. And yes, he did come to Arizona and Florida, but those were seemingly just to help down ballot candidates more than anything. But this is the bigger thing. This helps McSally big time. And I'm going to explain why. So this is the firewall of both parties, right? Republican and Democrat. Republicans are pretty much guaranteed to get 50 seats, right? Don't give me this nonsense that Iowa and Montana are going blue. They're going to go Republican basically no matter what. This is huge. If we add McSally's race as, a tilt Republican part of that firewall, Republicans are at 51. This guarantees them a Senate, no matter what, if Trump wins by 4. Because remember, I did the math, and McSally has to have Trump win by at least 1.5 to 2. At least to win. And that's huge. And the recent numbers are pointing to Trump's going to win the state by at least 2. And this is huge. And this is why I'm saying this changes the entire race. Because now you have basically a 260 firewall versus a 212 firewall. Trump just needs to win one Rust Belt state and he has it. Or he could just win Nevada and New Hampshire and he also has it. And he's focusing a lot of resources on Nevada, Minnesota, Wisconsin. So really, it's pretty much Trump's ball game right now. He just needs to pick off a Rust Belt state and he has it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick breaking news. And yeah, if you guys did, hit that like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, and hit that little bell. Let us try to get to 207, not 270, sorry. That's how many Trump needs to win. Well, let's try to get to 2,000 before the election. Can we do that? Thank you guys, and see you guys in the next video. Remember to share and like with your friends. Thank you, goodbye.